Morning guys. I'm hoping to have a productive day today and we're off to a good start. Liam had a work thing this morning, so I dropped him off at that. And then I went straight to grocery shopping, and I love going grocery shopping pretty much as early as I can possibly go grocery shopping. Like as soon as they're open, I want to be in those doors because that is just the best shopping experience in my opinion. I'm so excited about this watermelon. I feel like I was in and out of there very quickly this morning. And my mum actually called me while I was grocery shopping, so I just talked to her the whole time, which also made it go so quick, because I won't lie, grocery shopping is just not my favorite thing to do. Like, I just do not find it fun at all. Obviously, it's just something that has to be done, but it's just such a pain in my opinion. But that's okay. It's done now. What is your grocery shopping like routine? Do you go once a week? Do you go even less than that? Like once a fortnight? That would be my dream. But then obviously you'd run out of all of like your fresh stuff, so you still need to go in between, like surely. Or do you do like every couple of days? Every day? You could not catch me at the shops every single day. But anyway, I think I'm going to go for my walk now because I didn't get to go earlier this morning because I was just kind of like up and straight out of the door to drop Liam off. My pantry also kind of needs to be reorganized, but that's not a today thing, I don't think. Let's go on a walk. Makeup is done. I'm not gonna do anything to my hair today. I'm on like third day curls and I'm just gonna leave it be. Now it's time to pick out an outfit. I'm not going anywhere today, so I don't like need to be super dressed up or anything like that, but I still want to feel cute. I feel like something that helps me stay productive even on the days where I'm not really planning on leaving the house, because like today I might leave the house, I might not. I really don't have a lot of plans today, so we'll just kind of like see where the day takes us, I guess. But even on the days where I'm just sitting at home on my computer all day, I feel like I get so much more done if I like properly put myself together, so I try and prioritize that. Also, if I sound sick, I think I'm getting sick. My nose is really blocked and my throat is like not feeling great, so bear with me if I sound a bit nasally or something. Anyway, I want to wear something cute and comfy. That's the criteria for the day. I did just get a new package from Petal and Pup the other day, like a few days ago, so I think I want to wear something from that. So maybe we can try on a few things and we can pick out something together. But a huge thank you to Petal and Pup for sponsoring this portion of the vlog. Petal and Pup is one of my favorite online boutiques. They just have the most gorgeous pieces, and they've given me a code to share with you guys, which is RC20, and that will give you 20% off including sale items, which is amazing. So I'll leave them linked down below. I'll leave the pieces that I specifically show you linked down below. Let's pick out an outfit for the day. I want to show you this dress. I'm not going to wear it today because it is just like a little bit too much for just like actually sitting in my house all day. But how gorgeous is this dress? It's this blue floral dress off the shoulder. I just love the frill at the top. I think this is gorgeous. Like I need someone to wear this ASAP because I just want to wear it. It just is so flattering, so precious. Obsessed. This is a dress that I have already worn. If you watched my recent reading vlog, I was wearing this during part of that. It is a yellow gingham, but I feel like the shape of the dress is just so comfy because it's just very much like loose everywhere. And so to me, this is like the perfect work from home outfit because it's comfy. It kind of feels like I'm just wearing like an oversized tee or something like that, but I look way more put together than that. I don't think I'll wear this because I just wore it the other day, but I do love, love, love that dress. This is another one that I'm so excited about. This is this beautiful, oh my gosh. Okay, we should try this one on and see. This could be a contender for today. I was so excited when I saw that they came out with this in pink because they have previously come out with this dress in white, a little bit of a different material, and I wore that dress on Easter. I think that was my like Easter Sunday dress, this dress in white. So when I saw they came out with it in pink, I got really excited. Is this not like the most perfect dress you've ever seen in your life? Like this is just so cute. I love it. 10 out of 10. Another dress though that could be a contender is this one. Again, like the perfect kind of casual day dress. Oh my gosh, this is also just perfect. Oh my gosh, I love it. We also have this matching set that I'm so excited to try on. Another little blue number, little top and skirt, and it has like a pinstripe design on it, I guess, along with some ruching. I should take off my headband. This is shaping up to be like one of my favorite hauls ever. Like Everything is just so freaking cute. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. I feel like this is very much something you could like dress up or dress down, like wear it out to breakfast, but then also put it with like heels and a cute bag, maybe some big earrings, and you could wear it out to dinner. I feel like it's just so perfect for anything. And also so comfy. Another matching set, because that is again something Petal & Pup does so well, is a matching set. Look at this little white one. It has a bunch of like scallop detailing, kind of like eyelet detailing, and the matching shorts. You're kidding. Look at the bottom of these. I'm a sucker for a scallop. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. I love it so much. This is like the definition of I wanted to dress for comfort, but I still wanted to look cute. And I could obviously wear this top with different shorts and these shorts with a different top and like mix and match. I have one last piece that I want to try on. Did I save my favorite for last? Potentially. This top, when I saw it, I almost screamed. Like, this is straight off my Pinterest board. Look at it. Look at it. It's just like flouncy and lacy and perfect. I love the straps. I have another dress from Petal & Pup from like maybe a year or two ago that has straps like this, and it's one of my favorites ever. Like, it's just so beautiful. I think I'll try it on with these shorts and see how it looks. I'm not sure if the whites are the same, but I'm gonna try it on and see. I'm in love. Oh my gosh, I feel like an angel or something. Like, this is just the sweetest, cutest little, oh my gosh, I already know I'm gonna wear this top to death. And imagine this with like denim shorts or like overalls. That could be really cute. Or a lot, like, there's so many ways I could wear this top. It's just one of those tops that I know I'm going to be living in, especially this summer. Oh my gosh, I just love it when you put something on and you just feel so cute. And that is how I feel in literally every single one of these pieces. What the actual heck. Petal & Pup, you have outdone yourself. I think I have to wear this today. Like, it's too cute not to. And I feel like it matches really well with the shorts too. Anyway, if you guys want to shop from Petal & Pup, like I mentioned, I'll have them linked down below, and you can use the code RC20 if you'd like to save some money as well. But again, a huge thank you to Petal & Pup for sponsoring this part of the vlog. And let's get on with the rest of our day. I've just been sitting at my computer for the past couple hours, so I thought, hey, let's get outside. It's such a beautiful day outside, so I thought, let's grab a book and maybe go read by the pool. I don't think I'm gonna like swim. I don't think it's hot enough for that, but I think just like sitting by the pool will be so nice. But I need to pick a new book because last night I finished this one, Night Weaver, before I went to sleep. This was a YA fantasy book, and I'm so conflicted with my thoughts around this one. I know you guys didn't ask for a book review, but here we go. I honestly think the first half of it was like okay, but I was kind of bored. I feel like there was so much world building and not like a crazy amount actually happening. I didn't even tell you what it's about. This book follows Asta. She is a pirate. Her family are pirates, and she spent her whole life living on a pirate ship. However, at the very beginning of this book, her whole family gets captured by the Night Weavers, and Night Weavers like look like humans, but they're not humans, and the humans hate the Night Weavers hate the humans. It's a whole thing. And so the Night Weavers capture her and her family and bring them back to their like manor, like their house, and Asta and her family basically become servants. So Asta is working in the kitchen, and each of her family members have a different role, but something happened to one of Asta's siblings and she is determined to get revenge. So we're kind of following her along this journey, and like that premise is so interesting to me. There's also a bit of like mystery going on, there's some action, there's some romance. Like, it's such a good premise. But the first like half of the book, you're kind of just like getting to know characters, and also again like setting up the world, because you have kind of like the pirate world, but then you also have the like Night Weaver world as well, and there's a lot of different dynamics going on there. So we just spent a lot of time explaining, and there's just not a lot happening. Like, I was really struggling to get through that first half because it just felt like they were explaining so many things, and I was just like, please, like, get on with it. And it got to the halfway mark and I was like, do I DNF it? Like, is this just going to continue the way it's gone? And this book is over 400 pages, and I just don't think it needs to be over 400 pages. So I was like 200 pages in, and I was like, do I keep committing my time to this, or do I DNF it? But I decided to keep going, and I'm so glad that I did, because this book is broken up into 3 parts, like part 1, part 2, part 3. Part 1 goes until like halfway through the book, and that is the part that I just found kind of boring, if I'm being completely honest. And then part 2 is this part, and this part got quite interesting. We got a new character, and just like some new dynamics came along with that, and it felt like because we'd finally set up the world, we could kind of like get into some more action and into some more kind of like things actually happening. And so I really liked this part. And then this last part, part 3, it was crazy. Like, there was so much that happened, and like you got a lot of answers to your questions. So I loved the last part. Like, it's one of those books where it was like fine, good, great. But then I'm like, what do I rate it? Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like part 1 was like low 3 stars. Then part 2 was probably like 3.5, 3.75. and then the last part was like 4 stars or above. So I'm like, what do I rate this book? I feel like I have to get like maybe a 3.5 because that kind of is like right in the middle, you know? But that just like bothered me that my battery just died, but I got a new one. I just wish the whole thing was as good as the last like part of it. And this is the first book in a series. I don't know how many books it's going to be. The second book has been announced and it's coming out in November, which is actually great because I don't have to wait too long for it. And I'm hoping that because we had all of this world building and stuff in the first book, that maybe we'll be able to like really just like jump straight back into things in the second book. Like we don't need to have that boring build up or like that boring first half. Like surely we're just kind of like jumping back into things and like, you know, just continuing to go from there. So fingers crossed that the second book is going to be like even better than the first one. But what if it's not? You know what I mean? Like what if it kind of has the same thing where it's just kind of like boring at the start? I think I just need to give it a go. I think I will continue. Like I think I will pick up the second book when it comes out. Maybe I should pre-order it. Anyway, I'm just kind of mad because I feel like this book had so much going for it and then it only like semi-delivered, you know what I mean? But the bits that were good were so good. Anyway, that's the book that I finished last night, and now I'm like, what do I pick up next? I thought I wasn't in a fantasy mood, but I feel like this kind of got me into a bit of a fantasy mood. I'm not sure though. I kinda maybe want to read Alchemy of Secrets. I just picked this up the other day. On Saturday it was Love Your Bookshop Day. I didn't even know it was a thing, and then it popped up on my social media somewhere like a few days before, and I was like, it's Love Your Bookshop Day on Saturday, and I was like, I guess I have to go book shopping then. So I went into one of my favorite bookstores. Honestly, it's probably one of my favorites just because the staff members there are so nice. Like, to be honest, it is a little bit more expensive a lot of the time compared to like QBD, and especially compared to like Kmart and Big W and things like that. But I'm literally happy to pay more money for my books because the staff are just like that nice. Like every single time I've gone into that store, I've had some sort of like positive experience with the staff members there. So I was like, well, it's Love Your Bookshop Day, so I have to go to the one that I love and that just makes me so happy. So anyway, I went there and I bought this book. It's one of my, oh look, here's my Love Your Bookshop bookmark that I got given. How cute. I picked up this book. It's one of my anticipated releases. This is Stephanie Garber's first adult book, I believe. It's still fantasy, but yeah, it's her first adult book. So she's written the Caraval series and the Once Upon a Broken Heart series, and I loved the Once Upon a Broken Heart series. Like, oh my gosh, so good. But I'm not gonna lie, I haven't heard the best things about this one, but I'm still intrigued and I still want to pick it up. I feel like her fantasy is just like so good to me because it is like the epitome of whimsy. Like, it's so magical. Like, I feel like not all fantasy feels magical and whimsical, but her books feel magical and whimsical. And ever since picking this up, I've just been dying to read it. So I think I might start this, but I don't have the highest hopes for it just because of the reviews I've seen, but I'm still gonna give it a go. I've seen some people love it, but a lot of people are just like meh. So we'll see what I think. For some reason, I'm just like, I'm gonna love it. But I don't know why I think that when so many of the people that I love and like I have similar taste to have just been like, yeah, it's okay. So I don't know why I think I'm gonna be the one who loves it, but maybe I will be. I don't know. I also don't know what it's about. It looks like it's about a girl who's at college and she's in a class called Folklore 517, Local Legends and Urban Myths, taught by a woman called the Professor. Most students believe the Professor's stories are just fiction, but Holland St. James, I love that name, Holland St. James, has always been convinced that magic is real. Her search for the truth leads her to a dazzling new world, a deadly ultimatum hidden at the heart of Los Angeles. And into the path of a magnetic stranger who claims he's been sent to save her life. Everyone in this intoxicating new world is lying to her, even this stranger. I love when everyone's lying and you don't know what's true. It's just like gaslighting. I don't know why I love that, but it's just kind of like confusing in a good way. Like, you just never know what's happening, and I kind of love that. And isn't this cover just absolutely unreal? Unreal. I'm so glad, I'm not gonna lie, that we have this cover in Australia, because I don't love the US cover that they have. I feel like the US one looks a bit more like Hollywood-esque vibes, which makes sense. I feel like this one just looks way more like magical. The gold foiling is just gorgeous. But yeah, I think I'm gonna start this. We'll see what I think. Go sit by the pool, like I said, and just chill out for a bit. back from the pool and now I need to actually do something productive. I think it just hit about 4 p.m. and I'd love to do like a mini house reset this afternoon. Here's what I'm thinking. I want to put new sheets on the bed. I have a bunch of clean washing that I need to put away. I would also love to do a bit of a vacuum. I have some dishes to put away. I feel like those are the main things. And then I can shower, have dinner, chill out for the night. I think those are the plans. Liam's out tonight, so it's just a girls' night, as in me and you. So I might just put in some headphones and just have like a bit of a power hour, like see how much cleaning and stuff I can get done in the next hour. Bathroom lighting is a bit crazy, but I'm showered, I've had dinner. I just had leftovers from last night's dinner, so that was really nice and easy. And now it's 7 p.m. and it's hobby time. This is like the time of the day after dinner, after dishes, after kind of like doing the closing shift, if you will, where either I'll hang out with Liam, but obviously he's not home tonight, or I spend time doing my favorite things, my hobbies. So like reading, crocheting, scrapbooking, book journaling, etc, etc. But I think tonight I'm gonna keep reading. Also, how cute are these PJs? I've had them for a little while now. They just like almost look like they're too nice to be PJs, but they're truly my favorite set of PJs that I own right now. They're from Pajama. Like I said, I got them a few months ago and I love them. Every set of pajamas on that website, they're so cute. So cute, but they are a little bit more expensive for pajamas. As a girl who has lived in my Kmart and Target PJs, or my like oversized t-shirts, which again, I still love. I love all of those things. I have many PJ sets from Target and Kmart in my drawer and I still love them too. But yeah, for some reason I just saw these, became obsessed with them, needed them, ordered them, and I'm so glad that I did. Anyway, I came on here because I was like, let's do a little face mask together before we get back into reading. I think I'm about 50 pages into Alchemy of Secrets and I'm so confused as to what is going on, but like in a good way. Like I feel like I'm supposed to be confused right now. I haven't done a face mask in forever. This one is from Garnier. I don't know if I've done it before. Hydro Bomb Sheet Mask, super hydrating and glow boosting. I just got the like heebie-jeebies. Or I don't really like the feeling of this on my fingers, I'm not gonna lie. This is not a nice sensory experience. Maybe it'll be okay once it's on my face. I don't like this. Maybe this is why I don't do masks very often. Okay. Wait, what? How does this? This looks so scary. Okay, here we go. Okay. See, the issue I have with face masks like this is that it's like a one-size-fits-all kind of situation. And obviously not everyone's face is the same. Oh, I don't like that it's like squelchy. Okay, like it feels nice on my skin. I just don't like my fingers being in it, you know, like unfolding it and whatever. Leave it for 15 minutes and then remove the mask. I'm gonna get into bed and read my book. Feels like we're having a little like girls sleepover or something. Do I look terrifying? Yes, I do. Sometimes I'm just like, wow, I really just like put these things on the internet, don't I? Oh, hopping into fresh sheets. Best feeling ever. And my PJs match my bedding. Like that's so satisfying to me. I didn't even plan that. This is living. This is living, Barry. Now I just need to try and not get overstimulated by this mask because that is my issue with these sometimes. I just get a bit over it, but Actually, it feels quite comfortable. It's not like slipping down my face, which is good. It's been 15 minutes. Oh, that was really satisfying, actually. This is terrifying. In the bin she goes. I think it's around 8:30 now. I've put my phone away. I'm just reading. I know this is not a reading vlog, but I kind of want to give you my thoughts on this. Feel free to skip ahead if you're not interested. But I'm about 100 pages into Alchemy of Secrets, and I really don't know how I feel about it. I feel like the vibes are there. It's feeling very like whimsical, very much like a Stephanie Garber book. I feel like all of her books feel like you are Alice in Wonderland. Like you've fallen down a rabbit hole and you just don't understand the world that you've landed in. Like everyone around you seems to understand what's going on and you just don't. Like that is just what so many of her books feel like to me, and this book is no different. Like our main character, obviously we're in her head and we're experiencing what she is experiencing, but she doesn't even really know what's going on, and therefore we don't really know what's going on. So yes, that is very classic Stephanie Garber, but I think my only issue right now is that I feel like it's not really plot driven, but it's also not really character driven, because yes, we have our main character, but we don't like really know her that well. We know like kind of little bits and pieces of her, but I don't feel like it's one of those books where we're gonna have like coming of age or like a whole bunch of character development. Like it doesn't feel like that. I don't really know what we're supposed to be kind of following. Like it just almost feels like there isn't a point apart from maybe staying alive, question mark. I don't know. I'm still enjoying it, to be honest. Like I'm still having a good time because the vibes are there, but I am just catching myself thinking, why are we here? Like what are we doing? What are we trying to accomplish here? You know, I feel like if you don't have a plot, you need to have a big emphasis on character, and I feel like we don't have either of those things. So not sure. Like I said, I'm still having a good time, but I'm not like fully obsessed, you know? I'm gonna keep reading for a little bit longer and then I'm gonna head to bed, but I will see you guys tomorrow. I decided I wanted to make bagels this morning, so welcome to my cooking show. It kind of feels like I'm hosting some sort of cooking show. This is kind of fun. I have just let my yeast foam, I guess. I just needed to make sure it was alive, to be honest, because I wasn't sure, but it's looking so good. So I'm gonna add my flour, my bread flour. Bagels are so easy to make. They're like flour, water, and a couple of random things like salt, brown sugar, oil, toppings, whatever. But overall, they're so easy. Oh, and yeast, of course. 4.5 cups. 1, 2, rip. Do I have enough flour? 3, 4. I think I just have enough. 4.5. That was literally the perfect amount. Give that an initial mix. Like I was saying, bagels are super easy to make, but they are a little bit time consuming. I feel like that's a lot of things with baking and cooking. They're easy, but they do require some effort, you know? I've done the initial mix. It's definitely not looking like dough yet, but I'm going to put it into my stand mixer because it needs to be kneaded for 10 to 15 minutes. And I simply don't want to. It's so much easier with a stand mixer, but you could definitely do this by hand. Guys, plot twist. My dough looks so bad and I don't know what happened. I literally don't know what I did wrong, but it just, I don't even want to show you. I'm so upset. Of course this happens when I'm filming. I've finished kneading it. I've covered the bowl. I'm waiting an hour till it rises, but I almost want to throw it in the bin. Like I think it's just not, it wasn't becoming the texture that it needed to be, and it still isn't. It just never got there, but I gave up and I was like, I'm just gonna deal with this and see what happens, because I don't want to like waste the ingredients, you know, but like I'm so sad about it. I was so excited for this. You know what I've decided, guys? If you don't know, I try a new hobby every year. Like I dedicate a lot of time each year to a new hobby. So one year my hobby was scrapbooking, one year my hobby was crochet, this year my hobby is bread making. And I've got to say, it's my least favorite hobby I've tried so far, and that's okay. That makes sense. Like you're not going to absolutely love everything that you try, but I just don't find it as fun as I thought I would, unfortunately. And I'm shocked because I thought I was gonna love it. But I've made bagels before and I thought I enjoyed making them, and I don't know what's happened this time, but I'm so upset about it. Like I said, I'm gonna still keep going and like try and just see what happens, but I'll keep you guys updated, but it's not looking good. The time has come to shape my bagels. I don't even want to show you. It's just not smooth. And it's so sad. But anyway, that is quite fun, can't lie. It's just so devastating when you create something and it just doesn't turn out well. You know what I mean? Like, it's such a first world problem, but it's just sad. I was having to think about it and I was like, why don't I enjoy bread making maybe as much as some of the other hobbies that I've tried? And again, like, obviously you're not going to love absolutely everything that you try your hand at. Like, that's the beauty of being human and like trying new things. Sometimes you find something that you're like, how did I live this long without having this in my life? And sometimes you're like, hey, this one isn't for me, and that's okay. But I think one of the reasons I don't love bread making as a hobby, I still enjoy doing it, but in terms of it being part of like, not like a daily routine, but just like being a part of something that I do quite frequently, I think it's just the fact that you can't pick it up and put it down whenever you feel like it. Like, a lot of the other hobbies that I have tried and really enjoyed, they're a lot more like crafty, I would say. And one thing I love about those is that you can scrapbook for 30 minutes or 10 minutes or 3 hours if you want. You can crochet for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 3 hours if you want. But then you can just put it down for as long as you want and come back to it whenever you feel like doing it again. Whereas baking and cooking and things like that, like, you have to commit from start to finish. And I don't know if I just don't like the commitment, or if it's just like I get sick of things sometimes and I'm like, oh, I kind of want to be done with this now, but I can't. Like, I have to finish the project, you know? Like, I don't mind being bad at something. I don't think that's the issue, because I'm definitely not very good at bread making at this point, but it's like such a large commitment of time, because I wouldn't say bread making is, it's not like super difficult. Obviously it's a learned skill and practice makes perfect, and you probably get better at it the more you do it, but I wouldn't say it's particularly difficult, at least the things that I've tried so far. But it is a time commitment, because often you have to let things rest and then come back to them, and let things rise and come back to them. And there's like hours in between doing those things. Or if you're doing something with a stretch and fold, and then you have to do that, like, what is it, once an hour? You have to do it once every so long, and then do that, like 4 times or something like that. And it's just, sometimes I don't want to spend my whole day in the kitchen, actually. So I think that's something that I have learnt about myself and about the hobbies that I do enjoy, which is good. It's good to learn what you do and don't like. But I will say, I think bread making is one of those things that I will probably do for the rest of my life to some extent. Like, it's a skill that I will take with me for the rest of my life, I think, and probably continue to work on and improve on over the rest of my life. But it may not be something that I do on like a weekly basis. But as we get into the end of this year, I'm like, what do I want my hobby to be next year? Because like I said, I pick a new one every year to kind of try and invest like a lot of my time into. And I think I may have picked what I want to do, but I do need some tools, I guess, in order to be able to do this one. So I think I might ask Liam for those tools for Christmas so that I can get started on this next hobby journey of mine. It is a bit more of a crafty project, I would say, which I'm really looking forward to. But I thought it'd be fun to talk about all the hobbies that I would love to get to at like some point in my life, because there are just so many. Like, I am a hobby addict, I guess you could say, or a hobby enthusiast. Like, I just think having different hobbies and learning new things is just like the most fun thing in the world, and it's just my favorite thing to do. I feel like having different hobbies and learning different skills is a way that makes you feel like you live a lot of different lives, even though you're obviously just living one. And so I feel like it makes life fun and exciting and allows you time for yourself. And I think it also helps you develop character, because not only are you learning how to do a new skill, which means being bad at something, and I think being bad at things is extremely good for character development, but I also think it helps you to understand yourself better, because you learn what you do and don't like. And a lot of the time I feel like you're doing hobbies just for yourself, like just for yourself. And I think especially as an adult, and especially as a woman, I think it's important to do things just for yourself, just because you like to do it, like for no other reason than just because it's fun. I think obviously having a job and working and all of that sort of stuff is great, but I think having something outside of your work that you do simply because you like to do it is just extremely special. Anyway, some of the other things I would love to learn over my lifetime, because I've got a lot of years left to learn these things, which is really exciting to me. Something I would love to spend some time doing and learning is gardening. I would love to become someone who's like good at gardening, who understands gardening. It's never been something that I've really done before. Like, I have no knowledge about it currently, but I would love to become good at it, and I would love to understand flowers specifically. Another thing that I would love to spend some time learning is floral arranging, like making bouquets and just understanding flowers and their seasons and when they bloom and which things can grow in different areas. That kind of like coincides with gardening, but gardening and then like florals are like two separate things that I would love to learn. What else? I won't share the one that I'm doing next year just yet. I would love to learn how to speak a different language. That would be something completely different for me. I don't know how to speak any languages apart from English, so I think that could be fun, but I also think that would be quite challenging. And I don't think I'd find it like fun all the time, if I'm being honest, but I think I would love to do it at some point. I'm just boiling the water for the bagels. I'm gonna have to turn the exhaust fan on. So I'll quickly run through what else I'd like to do and then go take care of that because I can't film because it'll be too loud. Embroidery, knitting, cross stitch, or like needlepoint. I'd love to learn how to do those things. Pottery making, even woodwork. I think woodwork would be fascinating. I would love to learn that. There are probably so many others, but I need to go take care of this. So I'll see you guys in a bit. I'm now boiling them. This is a very quick process. So this is like the stressful part. You only want them to be boiling for about a minute on each side. And then as soon as they come out, you want to add your toppings. So I'm doing flaky sea salt and everything but the bagel seasoning. A lot of that. And flip. These are the last two I have to do. Done. Oh, I hate that noise. Flaky sea salt and bagel seasoning. Here is what these ones look like. And I've got some more over here as well. So now it's time to put them in the oven. The bagels are done. They look pretty good. You know what? After I thought it was a complete fail, I'm pretty happy with how they turned out. Better than I thought. This recipe made 8 and they're quite a good size. They're probably similar to the ones that I would buy, similar size to the ones I would buy at a grocery store. I feel like they look good like this, but then you see, yeah, they don't look as good underneath. I think what I'm gonna do actually is just pretty much freeze all of them. Or maybe I'll keep like 2 out for breakfast tomorrow, but I'm not planning on eating them all in the next couple of days. So freezing them is a really great way to keep them kind of fresh for as long as possible. Guys, I don't think they're gonna be the most fluffy bagels in the world. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like they're gonna be quite dense because my dough just wasn't. It's fine, it's fine. Even just by the way it's cutting, I'm just like, I know it's not my best work. Okay, not bad. This is what the inside is looking like. Not awful. Not bad, but I might toast it because that's my favorite way to eat them anyway. Now just to do all of the cleanup. Let's try toasted. You know what? It's not nearly as chewy as I thought it was gonna be. It's actually better than the last batch I made, which I'm shocked at. Just by the look of the dough, that is not bad. Not all has failed. I think they taste pretty good. I still think I could do better, but we'll take it as a win. I just finished making dinner. I made butter chicken and I have a bunch of leftovers, so that's really exciting because that'll be my lunch for the next couple of days. But I need to let that cool down before I put it away, so I think I might go have my shower. Also, actually, while I'm looking at my floor that is covered in photo frames, one of my New Year's resolutions this year was to focus on making our house a home, and I feel like I haven't done it as much as I would like to. We've definitely made a start, but I had like a list of specific things that I wanted to accomplish this year, and there's still many things on that list, and we only have a couple months left, so I am determined to at least tick off a few more things. And one of those things is a gallery wall. I want to put a gallery wall above our couch here. I feel like it's literally the perfect spot to put it above the couch. And so I've been collecting photo frames. Some are thrifted, some are just from Kmart, some are from just other random stores. I've been collecting photo frames for a couple of months and I just like laid them out to see how many I have and like the configuration that I want to do, and I still need a few more, but I'll show you what I've got so far. This is kind of what I've got so far. Some of them do have photos in them already because they were frames that I already had from before, and then some of the new frames obviously don't have anything in them yet. I thrifted these two recently and I'm obsessed with them, but I think I still need a bit more because I want to make it a bit, what would you say, like taller. Like I want it to stay this length, but I want it to be wider or like taller, like maybe 3 frames tall in some areas, because I feel like that'll look really good over there. But I'll need to keep thrifting to find some, and I can't wait to actually see this like all together once it's done. I think I want some more bigger frames too, because it is just like a large wall. It's also a very tall wall, so I'm a bit nervous. I don't want it to look like tiny once it's on the wall, because yeah, our ceilings are quite high. Right now it's just like a concept, and of course I still need to put like photos and stuff in the frames. I'm gonna put some photo booth like strips in some of them. I want to do like fabric backing in some of them, like everyone's doing at the moment. I love that. Maybe even like a pressed flower or something like that. I really like the look of that. I have been pinning a bunch of things on Pinterest to get ideas, but yeah. I need to pack up all of these frames because they're just literally filling our floor right now. I was about to say a job for another day, only because obviously it's dark out. Like it's evening. I can't go thrifting today. I can't like finish this project today, but I wanted to tell you guys that I am working on it. I got a comment a little bit ago and it was like, why don't you have anything on your walls? And I was like, that's true. I do have a couple things. Literally the 2 tiniest frames on my wall. No, I do have a couple things, but the bigger projects, like a gallery wall, I also want to put shelving on this wall. I just need to commit some time, and I obviously haven't done that. Anyway, I have just gotten so off task. Like I was about to go have a shower and suddenly I'm talking about photo frames. I'll see you guys in a bit. I'm obviously showered, hair is washed, and now I think I'm gonna sit down and watch some YouTube before getting in bed and probably reading my book. I'm not gonna lie, the more I read from Alchemy of Secrets, it's almost like the less I want to read. I feel like my interest is wavering. But I think I'm gonna end the vlog here because I feel like I have yapped your ears off the last couple of days. But I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me, being a homebody as per usual. I love you guys so much, and I guess I'll see you in the next one very soon. Goodbye.